Hey guys, welcome to Old Hadley Vintage. I'm so glad you're here. I wanted to do a quick little thrift haul with you today because I haven't done one in a while. So come on back and let's do an amazing thrift haul. I got some great stuff in front of me here. I think you're gonna like it.
Welcome to Old Hadley Vintage, where stories of the past come alive. Nostalgia in every corner, an antique paradise to revive. Antique glass and vintage dishes, holiday items, bric-a-brac galore. Step inside, let your heart make wishes, something for everyone to explore.
So guys, welcome back. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Jeffrey and this is Old Hadley Vintage. I do thrift hauls, I do live sales every Sunday, Eastern Standard Time at either 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. depending upon whether I work. This is a second job for me, so I will be doing sales either at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So please stay tuned to my thumbnails when I post them on my channel. Now, how do you see those thumbnails? Well, you have to subscribe. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. I do bring some wonderful things, some different things that some other channels may not provide. So if you're into records, things like that, I bring a lot of records. I try to look for some old books and things like that. I try to mix it up a little bit so it's not just glass and vintage dishes or antique dishes or antique glass, but I do have some wonderful things here for you today. Now, currently it is July, and I figured I would do a little bit of a July, Christmas in July sale this coming Sunday. That's going to be, let's see, Sunday the... Oh gosh, I can't even see it. I can't even see it from here, but I'll put it right down here and you guys will know exactly when I'm having my next live sale. And I'm gonna do a little Christmas in July. Not a lot, just one or two things. Not everything I show you today is going to be in the sale, but I'm going to try to incorporate about almost everything here, but maybe a few things I'll have to leave out. I know one of them is not fully complete, and one I have to still do some research on because I don't know what it is yet or who the maker is. But, and actually one of them is for someone special. So those things are probably not gonna come to the sale. But other than that, everything else is probably up for grabs. So let's get started. I found this amazing Lancaster glass pink depression plate with feet, and you guys know I love anything that has feet on it. And this is the cutest little platter or plate, and it was made by the Lancaster Glass Company, and the name of the pattern is called Jubilee, and it is absolutely adorable plate. It looks clear here, but if you can see it on the edge, see how pink it is? It almost looks peachy, but it's very pink. It's that pink, pink, pink color. And it has three little feet on it. And it has a little, I guess you could call this like a mold pontil or some sort of a thing. Kind of a funky little thing in the middle of it on the bottom. Not exactly sure of its technical term, but if I can find out what it is, I'll put it in here. Otherwise, it does have the three little feet on it. At first I thought it was a Fenton piece, but it's actually not. It's made by Lancaster Glass. And it's a cute depression glass piece, probably from the 30s or 40s. So I found that. Staying with the pink, I found, you guys are familiar with this pattern. I think everybody knows what this pattern is. This is the Jeanette Doric pattern. I found a beautiful pink Doric bowl. Now, I do collect this pattern. I do have quite a few pieces of it, and I don't think, can't say for sure, Ooh, I think we're getting a thunderstorm. I can hear some thunder outside. I don't think I have this bowl, but if I don't, I may keep it. I'm not sure to complete my set. Otherwise, this might have to come to a sale. And it is in really good shape. So it's a really nice bowl. It does have a few tiny little nickies right here, little nicks. You can feel it with your finger, your thumb, with your fingernail. Probably from somebody dropping utensil in here after they scooped out their mashed potatoes. But doesn't take away from the piece. It's still gorgeous. Beautiful piece. I don't have my ruler here to measure it, but I'll measure I usually measure things. If I don't measure it for the show, for my live sales, I usually measure it, you know, live while we're doing the sale. So the Jeanette Dork pattern bowl. So that's really pretty. Let's stay on the pink depression glass. I found this beautiful, this is the Anchor Hocking pineapple vase. And it looks clear, of course, but with the light, I have the back sliding door open to kind of get some natural light in here. So it does look clear, but it's actually light pink. And it's a beautiful, beautiful bowl. I actually just found this vase. I actually just found this today at the Goodwill, and you know, just sitting right on the bottom shelf. Now it does have a little bit of kind of like some roughness, like right on the edge up on top. So I'm not sure if some of it got chipped off or not. It doesn't look like it to me. It may just be the way it was made, but I'm not really sure. But it's a little bit rough right here, but you know, it's still got the entire shape of the ruffle going all the way around. But it's a beautiful, beautiful vase. And it's a classic vase. And this was probably made anywhere from the 40s through all the way through the 60s, I believe. So that's a nice vase. Found that. How about a blue center bowl? Are you ready for this? Look at that. How amazing is this? I could not believe my eyes with this sitting just right on the bottom shelf. And I said, holy cats. I looked everywhere to see if I could find matching candlesticks, but if you already have blue candlesticks like this, this will match perfectly. Now, there were a lot of different makers that made this, so this could be anything. So I'm not exactly sure of the maker. So it does have, you know, some wear on the bottom from it sitting on the table, and it looked like somebody may have actually even used it this way because there's actually some wear going around the top too. Nothing crazy, but there is a little bit of wear there. You can see a little bit of it, but it doesn't take away from the bowl itself. It's actually beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you put flowers in it or whatever, perfect for, like, you know, winter time. So I found that. Then I found this really pretty platter. Now, I thought this was very, very summery, so that's why I picked it up, and it's by the Nolles company. Is it Edwin Nolles? Edwin Nolles. I think it was Edwin T. Nolles. I'll put it here so you guys will see it, but I believe it was Edwin T. Nolles, something like that. And there's the stamp on the back. It has a big K that says Nolles. And the pattern is just so pretty. Very summery. The yellows and the greens. Not exactly sure what type of flowers those are, but very, very, very pretty. And it has like a gold trim on it. Yeah. So I picked that up. I thought that was a really nice platter. Put your sweet corn on there. Perfect. Right? Found a glass bake for Sunbeam. Sunbeam commissioned a glass bake to make some of the things. You guys know me and my glass bake. I love my glass bake. I found a glass bake mixing bowl, milk glass, beautiful bowl. And, you know, it was used. It has few little nicks on the edge, you know, where grandma probably banged the edge of her spoon to get the cookie dough off. Now, my grandmother was very particular about that. She would have never let, if I ever banged a spoon against the side of a bowl and it wasn't a wooden spoon, she would have thrown a fit, because what happens to those chips? They end up right in your snicker doodle batter. Not good. So I've learned over the years never to do that. So usually when I have a spoon or whatever, I usually bang it on my hand like that into the bowl. It's just how I do it now. So thank you, Grandma, for teaching me that. So I don't ever bang things on the edge of my bowls anymore. But I thought this was a nice mixing bowl. And especially for you guys that like the white milk glass, if you collect the milk glass, it's really, really nice. So I found that. Then I found this amazing little stand. And I said, well, what is this? And I said, you know what? I bet you this is the base to a punch bowl. Well, guess what? I looked it up. Sure enough, this is actually called Presence Clear by Anchor Hocking, and this is a base to one of their punch bowls. So if you guys have one of their punch bowls and you need a base for it, here you go. Now, even if you have the ruby red, the emerald green, whatever punch bowl you have, here you go. If you don't have the base, now you do. Do you have to use it for a punch bowl? Of course not. If you want to put, you know, something else on it, like this beautiful Doric bowl that I just had. You want to put that on it, put that on your table. There you go. Have at it. Why not? You know, mix and match things. Doesn't have to be, you know, for what it was originally made for. But it's in perfect condition. There's no chips or nicks or anything on it. So I figured I'd pick that up in case somebody's looking for a base. Now I picked up a beautiful, I believe this to be Murano, and I believe it's called the Bulacanti Art Glass Bowl, and it has a controlled bubble technique in it. Now, if you look at the bubbles, see the bubbles in there? It is Amberina. Now, if you know me well, you know somebody that I know very well who loves Amberina, and that's Chris. Chris loves Amberina, and he has a nice collection, and he does not have this. I believe it was probably like an ashtray or a candy dish at some point, but I found this today actually, and I just could not resist, and I had to pick this up for him because, yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a storm. I just heard some more thunder. I don't know if you guys heard that. So I picked this up, and I believe it to be Murano. So I'll do a little more research and we'll find out. So maybe Chris has a nice Murano piece. So I thought that was kind of neat. Now, you guys like collector's books. You guys like books on collecting, and I know some of you like collecting clocks. So I found a book on clocks, a collector's book on clocks. And now this was written, let's see, what's the date on here? 1992 copyright. Oh, this edition was printed in 1997, so it was updated. So it does have pictures inside of certain clocks, like grandfather clocks, grandmother clocks, about the faces, the gears. We got mantle clocks in here, French clocks, Dutch wall clocks. So if you're a clock collector, this would actually be a really nice piece to have. Anniversary clocks, skeleton clocks, some really cool stuff in here. So if you're into clocks, this would be a really good reference to have. So I'll probably be bringing that to a sale. Now, I did say that I do bring records. Well, guess what I found? I found some more records for you guys. Now, these are probably going to come to the sale this coming Sunday. And again, I'm going to put it here so you guys remember this coming Sunday, and it'll be at 7 p.m. I found some more records for you guys. I know some of you love the Carpenters. I found another Carpenter album. It's got some great songs on here. Top of the World. It's Gonna Take Some Time. Hurting Each Other. A Song for You. Goodbye to Love. And there was another one on here too that I thought about. And I said, oh, I remember that song. Might have been Hurting Each Other. I remember that one. But I checked the records. They're in very good shape. This one doesn't have a sleeve. And you guys know when you purchase records from me, I always will send them out with its own fresh new sleeve before I put it back into its album cover. All right. So I found that. I also found, you ready? The Partridge Family album. Here's a song that we're singing. Come on, get happy. Shirley Jones and David Cassidy. Yep. And this has quite a few songs on here that I don't know if I've heard of these. Brand New Me. Bandala, I'm on the road to be lovers. Somebody Wants to Love You. I Think I Love You. Oh, I Think I Love You. That's the song. I Think I Love You. Well, that's on here. So, yeah. Partridge Family. So that'll be coming to a sale. I also found, is anybody a fan of the Bee Gees? Now, the cover, the album itself is kind of like falling apart. I don't know, must have gotten wet at one point or whatever. Did not harm the album or the record inside, but the case itself is not. It's kind of schmutzy, but regardless, it's the best of the Bee Gees. And there's some of the songs. You can always pause the video to read the songs. And yeah, so I'll be bringing that. Found that album. How about England Dan and John Ford? Awesome guys, right? Now you guys know some of these songs, I guarantee it. Nights Are Forever Without You. A lot of this is that yacht rock music. You guys familiar with yacht rock? I love yacht rock. I usually listen to that all the time in the car, especially in the summer. Let's see. Well, anyway, I'll just hold them up and you guys can, oh gosh, did you hear that thunder? We're getting a storm coming through. There's some of the titles there. You guys can pause the video if you want and read those. So that's going to be coming to a sale this Sunday. And somebody I think likes Neil Diamond. I think a couple of you like Neil Diamond. I found Neil Diamond's. Now he was in The Jazz Singer, original songs from the motion picture Jazz Singer. And it's got Laurence Olivier and Neil Diamond. They're there on the back. Have any of you seen this particular movie? Here's some images from the movie. Hopefully you can see that. So there's that. So that'll be coming to a movie too. Love on the Rocks, that's one of his favorite songs. Hello Again, America, Songs of Life. Yep. So there's some of the songs there. So I'll be bringing that to the show on Sunday. And again, not all of this is going to be coming to the show on Sunday, but I just wanted to share some of these things. Now, how about a little Christmas? I did find these, and I did a little research, and I found that these glasses were made. Now, I have a set of these already, or similar to them I think I bought from D a while back. And I still have those downstairs, but I found these the other day. They still have their Goodwill wax marks, I call them, on the top. These were made by Dayton Hudson. Now, Dayton Hudson actually became Target Corporation. And these are collectible if they are Christmas or holiday themed. And these have the candles and the holly. And you get 4 tumblers. I found 4 of those, and they're in really good shape. I did check each one of them to make sure that they don't have any cracks or nicks or anything. One of them has a bubble from manufacturing. That's not a chip. But they don't have any chips or cracks or nicks. Where you put your lips. That's what Scott from the old Curiosity Shop, that's what Scott always says. And that's a really great saying. No chips where you put your lips. Love that. So I'll be bringing that. That's one part of Christmas that I'm going to be bringing you. Let's rewind a little bit to maybe fall, Halloween. Found a beautiful Nymph trophy vase in black glass. Now, if I hold this up, you can see the light through it. So it's that amethyst color. So these were probably made by Ellie Smith. Now, it's got the nymphs on one side. See the little nymphs, dancing nymphs. And on the other side, it's plain black glass. So you can display it however you want. Now, what's so wonderful about these nymph vase? How about 2? Yep, I found 2 of them, guys. So not only will you be getting 1, you'll be getting 2. I'm gonna sell these as a set, and you can put these on your mantle, side by side, on your bookcases, one on each end. Put some spooky black flowers or something in it for Halloween. Put some black and orange flowers in it, or just maybe some orange calla lilies or tulips. How cool would that be? So I found those. Those are going to be coming to a sale. I might actually hold those off until the fall, but I found those and I thought I would share those with you today. I thought those were really cool. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're interested in those. In this way, you'll get notified. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you'll always get notified every time I post a new video. And those will probably be coming to some sort of a fall sale or a Halloween sale or something like that. Now, I also found today this beautiful, beautiful teapot. Look at this. This is Homer Laughlin. It is in beautiful condition. I always, right away when I pick up a teapot, I always look at the spout. Now the spout has just a little scrape right there, but it's not a true chip. Hopefully you can see that. It's not a true chip, but it does have a little bit of a scrape right there. You can feel it with your fingernail. And I did clean this up, and it is nice and clean on the inside, nice and shiny, and it's so beautiful. And I'll leave the lid off so I can show you underneath where it says Homer Laughlin. And the L signifies that this would have been made in November, and the 2 digits after that would have been the year of manufacture, which is 52. So this would have been made in November of 1952. So. And I've told you a couple of times on how to figure that out. So, let's see what else. Oh, yes. So now, guys, I found this, and I'm still on the fence. Look at that. How amazing is this? Now, I believe this to be EAPG or, yeah, probably this is more than likely this is early American pressed glass. And I've looked everywhere on the EAPG website so far. And the only leads that I'm getting is that it's the Thompson Glass Company, and it's the torpedo pattern. I'm not satisfied with that. I don't think it is. So I may have to reach out to my sweet Karen Williams, and she may have to let me know. She may actually know what this is. So Karen, if you're seeing this video, or if I haven't already emailed you and you know what this is, please let me know. Karen is our expert when it comes to EAPG. So if you know Karen, please let me know. It is in impeccable shape. Just a little bit of wear on the bottom, as what you most likely expect with something this old. And it glows like the dickens, if that's of importance to anybody. So that's a really, really beautiful piece, and very, very heavy too. So there's that. So I did find that. I also found a beautiful, are you ready for this? Actually, Chris found this. I have to give this credit to Chris for this. And he reached out to me, he says, Jeff, do you think this is something? Now, when he showed it to me, it was covered in schmutz. It was nasty. So he gave me this and he said, do your best with it. Well, guess what? I did my best with it. Look at this. How amazing is this? Now, this is made by the Landers, Frary and Clark Company. It's a coffee urn and percolator. If you look on the back, actually has a plug. So it does actually percolate the coffee, and it has the dispenser in the front for you to pour out a cup of coffee and then shut off the spigot. It has beautiful glass top with an etching on the top. And this thing was nasty originally. I did clean it out. It is nice and clean on the inside. Now you're saying, where are all the guts? Well, the guts are over there because I'm having some problems trying to get the bottom portion of it clean. The part that fits over the heating element, it's not very clean, and I am not happy with it. It's a little bit etched, so I may have to look for a piece to replace it. Or I may have to take maybe some fine steel wool to it, but I'm gonna keep working at it, see what I can do to get it as clean as I can. And then I'm gonna run some coffee through a vinegar first, and then some coffee. Right now it's actually soaking in vinegar. So hopefully that'll get some of that etching, or that, it's like almost like a corrosion, probably from the coffee that might have been sitting in the urn too long. It'll sometimes eat away at the metal. So we'll see what happens. And I also have to get a cord. It didn't come with a cord, so I have to find that too. So hopefully, I did reach out to Scott. Scott might have a cord or two. I sent him some pictures, and hopefully he will have maybe an extra cord or something that I can get from Scott for this beautiful piece. And it's just absolutely stunning. It's really, really pretty, as you can see. I got it really shiny, and I think these might even be Bakelite handles, but I'm not 100% positive. And it's got tiny little Bakelite feet, maybe even. They look like little bun feet. Pretty sure they're Bakelite. So there's that. And then I found, well, actually I didn't find these either. Chris helped me find these. He actually tipped me off to these. I got not only one, these little Japan pieces. Look at how cute this is. Not one, but two. And you can see their little behinds. And not one, not two, but three. Can you imagine? And these were all little made in Japan, hand painted in Japan pieces. So probably from, I would say maybe the 50s, maybe even the 60s. Now they are dirty. I've not had a chance to clean these yet. But once I do, I'm sure they're gonna come out really, really nice. Now also in that same little package, or in that same little box, was this little piece. And it's one of those little, what do you call it, like a harp? And I don't know, I can't remember what they used to call. They called, like, she was like the musical harp or whatever they called. She had a name. She had like some sort of, maybe like a mystical name or something. I remember from like some sort of a fairy tale. I don't know if it was Jack and the Beanstalk, maybe. It might have been. But if I figure it out, I'll put it here and you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I thought that was really, really cute. And that came with that set. And then I think I went through everything except this last piece for Christmas. So those of you who are huge fans of blow molds and Christmas, hold on to your recliners. Are you ready for this? Here comes Santa Claus. Yup. He is a really nice piece. Now he is made by the Beko company. Beko Products Corporation. Probably from the late 50s, early 60s. He does not have a light in the back. You have to get one of those clip-on lights. If I find one, I think I might have one downstairs. If I have one, I'll include it, and I'll bring it. He'll be lit up for the sale if I find one. Otherwise, you'll just have to pick one. You can get them at a craft store like Michael's or Lobby Hobby or whatever the heck that place is called. So you can always go there and pick one up there. So I thought he was kind of neat. I just love his face. And apparently he's not very common. He's hard to find. He's a very hard to find piece. But I'm bringing him to you. Ho, ho, ho. Happy Christmas in July. Merry Christmas in July. So that's all I've got for you guys. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what I've been kind of doing. That's not even half of what I have in my packages over there. I have to still dig through some stuff that I've thrifted over the past few months, but I haven't done a thrift haul in a while and I wanted to bring you one. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider coming to my show this coming Sunday. I will put the time and the day right here for you so you'll know. Please be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Give me some thumbs ups. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help me get there, I would really appreciate it. The last time I looked, I think I had 910 subscribers, so I just need 90 more, and I'll get to 1,000. And I'm going to have it's going to be a fun show. We're going to have a fabulous giveaway. I'm going to give away some really nice jadeite, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So this Sunday, look forward to seeing you guys there, and hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Until Sunday, until I see you guys live right here, I hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.